All right, guys, it's Thor Sandalwood, and today we are going to be talking about the rage of the world right now, the cryptocurrencies. And today I'm not going to be talking about Bitcoin and specifically, or Dogecoin, or any of those specific cryptocurrencies. I'm looking at cryptocurrencies in a generalized kind of way, and I'm hoping in the future we can make videos where we actually more specifically focus on specific cryptocurrencies, because I know that's what everybody's interested in. But the question really is cryptocurrency gonna last? Is it going to take us forward into the future? And really quick, I just want to answer and tell you guys, yes, it is. And I see big potential with crypto coin. Let me show you guys a quote that Elon Musk usually just did recently. There we go. And if you guys see the Elon Musk quote, it was from like a while ago, but he says, "It's inevitable, the Dogecoin standard and global financial system." I know Elon Musk has really been big into this Dogecoin thing. I'm not too familiar with it, but he tweets about it all the time. And we know that Elon Musk is a visionary type of person. Let me, guys, take a moment to tell you a little bit about my channel and my goals for you guys, our goals for the channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this kind of content. Click the notification bell, and the goal is that I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and help me by sharing. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, please check down below in the comment section of the video when it posts. I can only grow with the help of you guys, so I'm thankful for you guys. And now let's talk about a little bit about how crypto, I'm navigating this screen right now. I'm going to talk a little bit about crypto and astrology, because this is like really a new place for astrology to look at. And let's take a look at that. And I say that it's a new frontier for astrology. The ancient rishis didn't have cryptocurrency. Modern rishis and astrologers must interpret. And we are basically on a new frontier right now. So when we're looking at it as modern astrologers, we have to interpret based on the data that, Brihat Parashara, he left with us, and what Vedic astrology and the principles there are for us, because there is no text I can go to that says this house and this sign mean cryptocurrency. The best sign I could come up with what means cryptocurrency would be the sign of Scorpio. And next I wanted to talk to you guys, because this is a little bit of a presentation, and since we're doing these live streams, it's kind of good to be organized with this sort of stuff. But one thing I want you guys to notice about the last 20 years is, I'm going to show you guys the slide in just a second, is the crisis cycle that we've seemed to have been in. And if you notice, 2001, it was 9/11. 2008, emergency crisis, we had the Great Recession. 2020, emergency crisis pandemic. And so 2021 to 2030, I say let's insert crisis here, because the sleepwalkers simply accept this as random. Those of you who are awake and watching this video, you know that these crises are, they keep coming every 5 and 10 years, and they're not random. They're not coincidental. A lot of times people, they know exactly what they're doing at the top, and they're using these as a pretext to push whatever agenda they're trying to push. So what I see cryptocurrency being is this way to kind of get around the agenda. Because sleepwalkers, yeah. People that aren't awake. So people that are awake right now, they think everything is just coming at them randomly. There's no order to the universe whatsoever. And it's a pretty scary place. They think that ooh, there's an attack. Ooh, there's a pandemic. Ooh, but we got to get more stabilized in ourselves and realize what's going on. And let's switch slides here very quick. What's the next crisis? I'm gonna speculate. I think the next crisis is going to be some sort of war, and that's what I'm going to talk about in just a minute. And I think it's going to be when Rahu enters Kritika, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the this little slideshow I have. But I think that there's going to be some sort of war, whether that war is digital or propaganda or information war. It could be a physical war. There's all types of different warfare. And let's move to the next slide, guys. As everyone knows, the world's been being flooded with cash right now. Stimulus packages, unemployment bonuses. I know people were making like $600 in the beginning of the pandemic, more than what they would get for usual unemployment. Fiat currency only leads to inflation. All fiat currencies eventually die. And this isn't like an astrology thing. This is just a common sense, use your brain type of thing. Because we all know what happened when ancient Rome, decided to start adding tin to the gold and the silver coins. It started debasing the currencies. And we know obviously what happened to Rome. They didn't last too long. So there's an asset bubble. The world's being flooded with cash. We see that, and I'm going to go into that a little bit more. That's all about Rahu being in Taurus right now. Everything's being expanded, the bubbles, the price of land, the price of commodities, and we're going to talk about that. The current situation, and we're going to transition here, is that, and this is a little bit of, you guys that have been watching my videos for the May 2021 predictions, you guys are going to be well aware of this. But the current situation is Saturn's transiting Capricorn, and it's been transiting Capricorn since January 23rd, 2020, all the way till April 28th of 2022. And this is the natural 10th house of government. The establishment is trying to preserve. So what does this mean, Saturn transiting the natural 10th house of Capricorn? This is the establishment trying to preserve the status quo. So just like you said, yeah, another stimulus will probably come. Yes, because they're trying to preserve that old order. And that's why if you look on the slide right here, it's I have the little pyramid on the back of the dollar, kind of like the New World Order symbol. They want to preserve that structure right there. So that's what they're trying to preserve right now. So it's all about preservation. Everything they're trying to do is just keep the good times going, because you know the asset bubbles and all this stuff that's going on right now, it only really benefits the top 1% people at the top the most. One thing I did not talk about in my monthly transit videos so far is the Pluto Transit. And this is more has to do with Western astrology. But if you look, this is a long-term transit, all the way from December 2020 to January 2040. Age of Aquarius, changing of structures, death and rebirth. This is why when I told you guys in another video, I said the age of Aquarius, it might take longer arriving than we think. We want it to be here. We want the unity consciousness. We want everyone to gather together. We want there to be peace. We want everyone to be prosperous. But this is going to be a long-term transit. Pluto doesn't enter the next sign of Aquarius all the way until 2040. So that's a good 19 years from now. It's a very long-term transit. But with Pluto transiting right now, it means, and it's in the same sign, as Saturn right now. It means that there has to be changes to the government. The government's not going to have an option. The banks, the corporations, how everything is run, there's not going to be an option to change, guys. Let's go to the next. Next thing, we got the Rahu Transit, and you guys see I'm using the Devil card from the tarot card deck, and you guys see I'm using Earth. The Rahu Transit is September 2022-2020. Started a while back, but it ends April 12th, 2022. And why is the Rahu Transit through Taurus so important? Because it's really showing us why is there this asset bubble right now. Why are commodities and different things so overpriced right now? And everyone pretty much agrees on this. If you guys remember from my previous videos, Rahu represents greed, compulsion to acquire more, lies, deceit, exaggeration of all sorts. Rahu creates smoke screens and distortions. Rahu creates elevator trajectories. Beware of Rahu. Express elevator usually leads to catastrophic crash. So Rahu's the guy that, he tricks you into kind of a false sense of security. You think things are going good. And this is what's happening. Everyone's thinking the asset bubble is going to go forever and ever. And they keep pumping the more stimulus, the more money's flooding the market. And Rahu gives you that unlimited, you think it's like a rocket going straight up. You think it's going to go forever. You think the fun is always going to last. And usually at the end of a Rahu transit, the devastating fall comes into play. Let's talk about Taurus, guys. Taurus, Rahu transiting through Taurus. Earth sign represents tangible assets, things you can hold in your hand. Farmland, food, commodities, real estate. Expect these asset prices to be exaggerated by Rahu. The asset bubble is created. And I think it's really amazing to see astrology at work, how this is like happening right before our eyes. There's no secret. It's right in front of us. Now we're going to go into, we all think that there is an asset bubble. When is this thing going to pop? Let me get my next slide for the presentation here. When does the bubble pop? Rahu enters Kritika, the razor nakshatra. Kritika exposes truth. That starts September 19th, 2021, guys, if you want to mark your calendars, all the way to July 12th, 2022. It enters Aries March 17th, 2022. One of you guys might be thinking like, okay, Rahu's going to be entering Kritika September 9th, 2021, and then it's going to be entering Aries March 17th, 2022. And you're like, wait, I thought it was in Taurus. This nakshatra Kritika actually borderlines on Taurus and Aries. So it's between two signs, this constellation of Kritika. So this is going to be the bridge. Kritika is going to be the bridge that takes us from Taurus into Aries, okay? And we talked a little bit about Kritika yesterday during the May 2021 predictions, guys. And so here's the next slide I wanted to show you guys. The problems in Kritika. It's not really a problem, but it's a problem, I guess, for the asset bubble. Last time Rahu transited Kritika there was 2003 Iraq invasion. Expect warfare, digital, currency, physical unrest, economic warfare. The razor is the catalyst for change. It also cuts to the core of truth. Expect the need for innovation and new ideas. Aries. Expect volatility. And so you see how things are setting up. Things are setting up with this whole Kritika situation, because we're seeing that there's going to be some sort of trigger event, some sort of war, some sort of thing that could be the cause of this asset bubble at least retracting on itself. I can't say it's going to fully collapse, but that there's a reduction. This asset bubble needs to come to reality, and it could be some sort of war. It could be many things. So I don't want to predict a specific war of some sort, but that's what I'm thinking about. This is, guys, why I'm thinking, and I believe that cryptocurrency is going to be around. It's going to stay around, because I was really thinking about, in a general sense, as an astrologer, I haven't researched Bitcoin and those cryptocurrencies like in depth. I know that there's blockchain and different things. I know that it's a very innovative concept. And that's the whole key about what's going on is we're going to be entering, Rahu's going to be entering this Aries point March 17th, 2022. And let me show you guys right here. This is the new and innovative idea of the future. Provide the stability the world will need during the uncertain future. Rahu Transit Aries, March 17th, 2022, November 29th, 2023. And when you guys become familiar with the sign of Aries, the sign of Aries is about warriors. It is about it's about pioneering things. The original meaning of Aries is pioneering things, arriving first, having innovation, new ideas. That's all has to do with Aries. So anything new and innovative to solve the crisis that we will be in the future. And that's why I see cryptocurrencies heading in a very positive direction for the time being. But I do expect extreme volatility as well when Rahu's going to be transiting Kritika. So it's not like the cryptocurrencies are going to keep going up and up and up per se, but I believe it's going to be a source of stability. And we had a question in the chat, war with China. Oops, it's getting dark, I guess. War with China or Russia? Well, I think, it's kind of up in the air right now because what the thing is, and I'll need to study this a lot more because there could be a war. With China, I see it being problems over Taiwan and Hong Kong specifically. And then obviously with Russia, there's the problem in the Ukraine because they annexed the Crimea and different places there. That one I'll have to research a little more, but Aries does show war. It also could be another war on terror type situation, guys. So I don't want to put that past you guys. But anyways, during this during this time in the economy, we're going to want to be able to put our cash in safe assets and things that will keep its value. And we need to think new and innovatively because I do think the asset bubble is going to pop at some point. Is there questions, guys? Because that was like basically my presentation. With as far as looking at Bitcoin and different things like that, what I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to do another video. We're going to look at the birth chart of Bitcoin to see if we can specifically look at Bitcoin or specifically look at other assets using the birth charts with those companies. The full moon 426 is on major Russia planets. You know what? I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen Russia's chart. So I would have, I'm totally caught off guard about the Russia chart right now. So I can't make any predictions for sure, but I think that's definitely possible, the whole Russia thing. And remember, guys, with the Russia thing, remember when Trump was in office, they were blaming a lot of the Russian collusion. So there's been this Russia story going on just for so long now. Russia collusion, and now it's, Biden gets in, and now it's like they're saber rattling with Russia. So there's been definitely beef with Russia happening. Let's see. Are you making a video on the full moon? Yeah, I'll make a video on the full moon for sure. Full moon, it has an effect. I would say I have noticed that the eclipses seem to be more powerful than just the full moon. I really look at when there's an eclipse. And as we know, there's going to be an eclipse in May that's going to impact us very strongly. Let's see. The Pluto in Capricorn isn't seeming great as far as volcanoes are going off. Oh, will they ever? Oh, and Maui Horoscope. Thank you for watching, by the way. And is it Mave Lay? I think I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Mave Lay. Will they ever get rid of cash completely? I think they're going to get rid of cash completely. And that might be why we're seeing what we're going to see with the the new the Aries thing with Rahu entering Aries. There's probably going to be when they introduce new things. Either maybe there'll be some global cryptocurrency that's launched, or some sort of economic or new Bretton Woods agreement with currencies. That's what I'm seeing. Crypto will be phased in as money is more popular. Yeah, it seems the Pluto and Capricorn thing is definitely going to cause, in my opinion, I just had this come to my mind, but the Pluto and Capricorn is definitely going to create more seismic events, volcanoes, earthquakes, because Capricorn is like the sign of Earth, of solid, of stable foundations. And then Pluto is kind of like the 8th house. It's coming through and shaking the foundations of everything, even the planet. Crypto will be phased in as money is more popular. Yeah, I think it's going to become very popular. E-money like PayPal, Square, Venmo, yeah, no way governments and banks will issue. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see... So the cryptocurrency, I see that there might be some sort of like... And I think when Rahu enters Aries, I think there might be some sort of... there might be some sort of chaos, maybe even while Rahu's in Kritika during that transition from Taurus into Aries, where there might be some concern of like if there's some sort of inflation, hyperinflation or something, where like maybe the cryptocurrencies might take over for a little while. But I do feel like there's going to probably be some sort of global reboot, because I don't think the powers that be would let the cryptocurrencies take over for too long. Self-driving car, rise of social media, and Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. Uranus in Aries brought the self-driving car and the rise of social media and Bitcoin. For sure, because Aries is all about innovation. Also, I guess with Rahu going through Aries, it's going to be exaggerated innovation. So maybe even like really crazy innovation that we're not even aware of. PayPal, like... Do you think in the future everything will be tokenized? I'm not sure I understand the question about everything being tokenized. I was thinking Aries Rahu might bring a war, unfortunately. Yeah, Aries and Rahu might bring a war. Remember, it's going to be exaggerating conflict. And whether that's China, Russia, or some Middle Eastern thing, or the war on terrorism, I can't quite say yet. Do you think in the future everything will be tokenized? Oh, I know, like a Bitcoin token kind of thing. I think I've heard people say that the Federal Reserve might somehow introduce a new digital currency. So that's also possible, guys, that the controllers might also try to introduce some sort of new currency. Is there any other questions, guys, about the... I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do more of the... I'm going to do more videos on specific, like if we can look at Bitcoin specifically. I know Joni Patry has done some Bitcoin, and she's like a Bitcoin bug. I think the Rahu and Aries things could bring a war, and it's interesting that Kritika is going to be that bridge, the nakshatra of Kritika, the razor. And also, if you research Kritika, if you guys look it up online, it's like, it symbolizes military generals cutting to the truth and things like that. Yeah. People are into, yes, please make one specifically on Bitcoin. Sure. I need to just, any ideas on Mars and Ardra? That's one of the things with yesterday's video with the May 2021 predictions was this Mars and Ardra thing. It could be a trigger point. What I'm tending to think with the Mars and Ardra, there could be some sort of attack. There could be some sort of more violence. Like we've been seeing these videos drop of like police violence and things like that. There could be something like that. It's not like I like saying that. There could be something like that triggers some sort of unrest. Because we know that right now especially the United States, it's like just so much tension, just releasing. If there was another George Floyd video, I'm sure that would just cause lots of problems right now. Yes, make one. How do you think America's Pluto return in the second house change? Wait, how do you think America's Pluto return in the second house change how we can make money as a nation? The old guard is holding strong on the cash and oil. Oh yeah, the old guard wants their cash and oil. That's for sure. I think America's Pluto return in the second house change how we make money as a nation. Well, I mean, obviously, guys, the old jobs. This whole pandemic, I think there's going to be a lot of jobs that are permanently gone. That they're never coming back. So it's already changing how we're going to make money. And how we're going to make money is doing stuff kind of like what I'm doing right now. Like I'm doing this digitally, remotely from home. But maybe on so many levels, I don't think there's going to be office buildings anymore. Everyone's going to be working from home. It's all going to be digital environments. And that's where we are already with these digital environments. Saturn square Uranus. I'll need to look into that more. The United States chart, I do have that in my Kala software. But the Russia thing, I do got to take a look at. No more old jobs, no. So I think Andrew Yang, he had a point. Andrew Yang had a point about these old jobs being removed with the automation and with the was it automation and AI, that there's going to be a lot of jobs phased out. So we're going to be like in this crazy time. Military industrial complex needs to be to change into an environmental cleanup. I think so. I think that if we could change the military industrial complex into a more beneficial organization, we'd all be more benefited. Also, besides the military industrial complex, we also got to shift out of the prison industrial complex. So there's a lot of changes we have to make there. I do think the Pluto transit through Capricorn, through the 20 years, there's also going to be a change with the prison industrial complex. Corporations are already realizing office costs are way down this pandemic. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I also think that the real estate bubble, I think a lot of the commercial real estate is going to pop. Because there's a lot of places that, there's going to be a lot of corporations that own buildings that they have these offices and there's no need for them anymore. So that's what I think. If there's any more questions, guys, I think I'm almost 30 minutes into my live stream. Let's take a look if there's any more. Guys, if you guys have any ideas for any videos or anything you'd like me to specifically look into, please comment in the chat, or please comment if you're watching this video after the fact. Comment in the comments down below the video. I'm always appreciative of those things. See if there's anything else, guys. Thank you guys for coming in today. I like talking about these things. Corporations are already realizing office costs are way down. Okay, same thing. We have I like that cryptocurrency. I'm hoping that this video does pretty well because people really like cryptocurrency as a topic. Dogecoin. Yeah, Dogecoin is the big Dogecoin is the big Elon Musk one. Somebody told me though, at the place I used to work at, someone was telling me Dogecoin is kind of a joke, so I don't know why Elon Musk is so much into it. Monthly prediction on finances like this one is great. Oh, that would be cool. Yes, what businesses will become popular? I'll have to look into that, but I think anything during the Rahu Transit in Aries, anything innovative, anything high-tech, anything using digital things, anything supporting this new environment where people are at homes mostly, because I think we're never going to be the same. Even if somehow we get rid of the lockdowns or whatever, I think everything is permanently changed. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching this video after the fact, please like, comment, subscribe to my videos, and share it with your friends. Guys, so thankful that you guys came here, and hopefully I will have another video out. I think it's going to be on Tuesday. it looks like by Tuesday the 13th, or no, sorry, Tuesday the 19th, I'll be doing another live stream. So send me any emails if you guys like showing me what kind of topics you guys are interested in. Anyways, thanks guys. And I will be ending this transmission.